Kwa hii prison unafunzwa ka business skills, foreign language. Kama utaki kusoma unafika church, the irony. Kama utaki kuwatch TV unaweza fika field kucheza ball. Kama utaki unaweza fika church. Kama utaki unaweza relax my guy. Kama kuna watu hii wanaanza kuja kuvisit holiday, kuna lawyer alisema hii prison ni kama heaven compared with other prisons. Kuna ma celebrities wamelala huko hivyo ndani, kadi anaitwa Jean wa the Real Housewives. Si akawangware tafadhali.
Elizabeth is at the same prison as Jen Shaw from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This morning, I spoke to Jen's attorney, Justin Paperny.
Do you think there's a chance that her and Elizabeth will run into each other?
There's a guarantee they're going to run into one another, and there's also going to be an understanding amongst them. So for that reason, I suspect they'll connect. They may become friends.
Theranos founder, who was convicted of fraud, just had her sentence reduced. Elizabeth Holmes, who was sentenced to 11 and a half years in prison, will now spend just over 9 years in prison.
Celebrities pia hufanya makosa, pia wao ni watu, but experience is different from arrest to jail time. Kila ikawa sasa hawako jail sana juu pia wanaweza afford bail time ama nitanga bond ya kutoka. Wao fika bay na hawa sasa wakagi prison sana. La pia sentence zao kuanga light sana. Si kama sisi.
Do the day. Just make her serve the day, right? No, of course not. 84 minutes. I mean, you think if your name is what it is rather than Lindsay Lohan and you get 2 DUI convictions and you got cocaine on you both times. I mean, you want to talk about racism? We talked about racism before. Let's say a black guy gets pulled over here in California, here in LA, okay? In South Central, okay? And he's got cocaine on him for the second time and his second DUI conviction. You think he spends 84 minutes in jail? Come on, man. Not in this day and age.
California, a small number of convicted criminals have the choice of ditching regular jail and opting for an upgrade. The Marshall Project, which covers the U.S. justice system, worked with the Los Angeles Times to investigate pay-to-stay jails. They uncovered a list of alarming cases where rich felons were able to score better digs.
Sema maybe uko na do, hauna fame, lakini uko na do. What about you?
What we did find is that there were a lot of people that participated in these programs, over 3,500, that we could identify in a 5-year period. And the vast majority did it for DUI convictions. That made up 67% of the people who participated. 13% were driving violations. Right. But we did people who were convicted of crimes that included violence, threats of violence, or sex crimes.
It has amenities you might find at a hotel. But this is not a retreat, it's a jail.
We've had lawyers, we've had doctors, we've had Catholic priests.
It's called a pay-to-stay jail. And for criminals who have money, there are several dozen that offer a way to avoid the often violent, gang-ridden Los Angeles
who are wealthy are able to upgrade their facilities and stay in nicer jails than those who are poor who might have committed this.
Happy about that. You know, they felt that the person should have gone to a type of jail that they imagined. There was one example in the story in particular of a guy who actually spent a lot of time in jail and prison in his younger years, and he was stabbed by someone, and that person did a pay to stay, and he was just kind of remarking that, you know, I never even knew that existed. That's not something I would have never been able to do because I didn't have the money to even afford an attorney for myself. So that was
so tumia stories zao ni wasi walikuwa na pesa lakini hawakuwa na influence. Lakini kusema ukweli sina sound poa. Kuna hii option unajua hadi nikifaka pa jana niko na do naweza enda prison naweza afford, lakini kusema ukweli unajua naweza make do hapa nje na ukienda prison utalipa place utakaa fiti mali utaogopa kuongea sabuni. Sijui ni fala yupi alisema money will not buy you happiness, but mimi najua money won't buy you happiness, lakini it will buy you a better prison cell when you go to prison. But what do you think? Does money buy happiness? Tell me down in the comment sections below.